Um, how's it going, chat? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Oh, you guys are probably wondering where I've been the past couple weeks. No, I was at a psych ward. But you know what I realized? Why did I have to go all the way to Sacramento? All I had to do was click start streaming and I could just be right there. You know? And it's that easy. The Twitch is already a psych ward. Yeah, I didn't realize there was something missing in my life since a year ago. I could have sworn I had a dick. I don't think I had one. I mean, clearly I got a pussy now, so yeah. I miss you guys. I miss you guys a lot. I miss you guys. Uh, but I'm getting healthy. Getting healthy. I feel like shit. I got a new hoodie. I got a new hoodie. So, there's that. So it was worth it. Oh, seriously though, I've been having a bit of an identity crisis. I think I'm getting better. I've been trying this thing where I've been leaving my problems off of my stream. And it's been working out pretty well, but then it's just like there's something missing. There's just definitely something missing. And it's like I'm starting to get back into the swing of things where I think it's like, I think I can get back into a streaming schedule. Playing some World of Warcraft, farming some stockades, leveling up some level 20s. Making gold. It's always good. You want to make some gold. I went through a lot. I'm not gonna bring up a lot of the stuff that happened at the hospital. A lot of that stuff, what happens in Bangkok stays in Bangkok, okay? It's always important. But I did have a lot of revelations, and I'm going to try to live my life moving forward, taking what's good, leaving what's bad, remembering the good times, forgetting the bad times, but remembering the lessons. Always remembering the lessons. Always remember the lessons. I just got home a few hours ago. I'm kind of a wreck. I'll be back on my feet, don't worry. I always do. I always get back on my feet. Starting to find like things that work for me, and really things are working out for me. I'm on a bunch of wait lists for housing, and I think it's just like, I'm at a place where like I kind of want to move my life away from my hometown. Maybe I can go to Sacramento. Could you guys imagine doing some IRL streams there? Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. I could have sworn I saw Mizkif at the psych ward. Pretty sure he farms them. It's his natural habitat. It's his hunting grounds. I think he saw me. He said, yo. All jokes aside, chat. I really do have a lot going for me. And it's just sometimes I have to check myself into the hospital. I'm not suicidal. I don't want to end my life. In fact, I'm just getting started. And I'm starting to see that now. that there's a lot of people out there that support me and love me, and I need to kind of like stop expecting so much from people who aren't going to change, and from people who don't know my worth. Been doing a lot of crying. They fucked my meds up. Potential lawsuit, but I don't want to go that route, really. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's not who I am. I don't want to just be a professional Karen. You know, I work really hard at what I do. I've been in a slump lately, and it's been officially 1 year since surgery. My anniversary was on March 28th, and I spent it in a psych ward. But it's kind of interesting because it's almost like an anniversary of being in the hospital. I spent 3 days in the hospital after surgery, so I spent 2 weeks in a hospital in a psych ward. So that's where I've been. For anyone paying attention. I went through a lot of fucked up thoughts while I was there. But I got a hoodie. I think it's cool. It's Betty Boop. I got a hoodie. So profit. No, I had a few spiritual breakthroughs while I was there. Kind of what prompted it was I was starting to meet up with sketchy people that were using people I knew, like using their name. Like there was a dude I met on Instagram who was using somebody I knew and somewhat and pretty much trusted, and using that person's name as a way to get into my life. And I slept with them, and we were going to do some content together, like on Twitch and on OnlyFans and all that. But I had a kind of wake up call. It's like, no, I gotta slam the brakes. I'm going to check myself into the hospital. And I ended up having like a screaming match with myself, and they 5150'd me. And then when I explained them my situation, how I felt unsafe in my living situation, they 5250'd me. And then instead of challenging the discharge, I signed a like voluntary form. And I got discharged today. I got put on some wait list for housing, so the potential new options. But, I'm ready to just like kind of farm a little bit more, kind of slow down, slam the brakes. Just kind of slow down a little bit. So I think just like, let's farm some stockades tonight. Just have a relaxing time. Let me know in the comments anything you want to know. I'm not going to talk about much because, like I said, what happens in the psych ward stays in the psych ward. There's a lot of stuff I went through that was just very personal, and it doesn't belong on Twitch. But I'm home again, and eventually I'm going to have my own place. Eventually I'm going to have my own life. I don't know when that's going to be, but I got it going on. It's like the TLDR is that as bad as I feel sometimes, like we all go into dark places sometimes. We all do. We all do. But as bad as things might seem, I really got it going on. I made something happen that not many people are able to do. I stopped streaming on Twitch. No, I mean, I got my surgery. I got a fucking pussy, okay? And it's cute. It's cute. It's really cute. I got a perky little coochie. Okay, so I'm gonna try these limited time lemon tortilla chips. Signature Select Safeway brand. Not sponsored. Okay, I'm just gonna try them. The limited edition. Pretty good. And I got my strawberry vanilla probiotic soda. I went through all sorts of fucking weird creative thoughts while I was in the hospital. I'm gonna keep them to myself. Feel like it was content that was like for my brain only. And hopefully I'm gonna try to be more creative. I want to try to use I want to try to get back into content creation outside of my normal my normal venues. I want to make some creative work. I have a lot of talent that I've been just ignoring and not using at all. Because I've been in a slump. But I knew this was going to happen after the surgery. I kind of planned for it. And in a lot of ways, maybe going to the hospital was also part of the plan. I waited till it was absolutely necessary. I did not plan this. It's when I see myself making decisions that are putting myself in physical danger, like having meeting up with random creepy guys on Instagram. It's not that I want to stop meeting random creepy guys on Instagram. It's that I need to meet the right ones. Not ones who are going to be like, there's a certain type of creepy you want, a certain type of creepy you don't want. And he's the kind of creepy that's like, yeah, maybe he's redeemable, but it's going to be hard for him to build that trust with me again. And I'm over it. I'm over it. I slept with him. I got what I wanted. I was upfront about it. But I'm no longer a virgin. No, it was a wake-up call. I have to be really careful with who I make content with. I'm glad I didn't make any content with him. I specifically didn't. I was like, I need to wait until I can trust this person before I make content with them. But we fucked. So there's that. And I got a new hoodie. I got a new hoodie, chat. But of course, you guys don't care at all. You're over there beating your meat. And you're jacking off. You gotta tenderize the meat before you cook it. You want nice tenderized steak. And you want good beef. Okay, what are we doing? We're playing some World of Warcraft today. I'm gonna get the music going. Let me put my glasses on so I can actually see. Let's get back into streaming mode, shall we? I think it's time. Time to get back into streaming. I think it is. I've been really... I've been really like kind of out of it for the past year. Like I said, I kind of planned it. I had a big life-changing event, that surgery, you know? It was life-changing. And now I think I'm ready to stop being lazy. I'm gonna start farming again. But I don't have to try so hard. I'm pretty likable. I'm pretty attractive. Not all the time. I'm a wreck right now. I want to try doing more makeup on stream. Hopefully, eventually when I get my own place. But even before then, I'm gonna try to clean my room more. Also, I want to do like, I want to try new outfits. I'm gonna have to start spending some money on some outfits and you know, do some thrift shopping, get some new outfits because my outfits are boring. You know, I had to go to a psych ward just to get a new hoodie. Okay, we shouldn't have to go to those lengths to get new outfits for the stream. Okay, let's start. Let's not go to that extreme every single time. Okay. Let's not do that. No, chat. Maybe once a year. Maybe. 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 Well, you know, we got a lot of farming to do. And I'm kind of tired. I think things are gonna be okay. Like, for the most part. I really do. I think it's just sometimes I get like, I try to do too much at once. And I think what happens is that, like, I don't know, I start freaking out. You know, I'm autistic. This is a normal part of my life. It's like, I just start freaking out. I start feeling like nothing's ever gonna change. But it has. Things are changing. I have a bright future ahead of me, chat. Imaginary chat. But you know, it all starts with the psych ward. And here I go, just like, you know, I'm just like inviting low levels. Probably like the people who probably don't get as much invites. And just like, you know, taking the dungeon for people. We're on Night Slayer, so if you want help, we're farming Starcades tonight, so if you want to join me, go up to Stockades and Stormwind. And I'll invite, and ask, you know, I'll invite you. Let's go. Alright, I think I'm gonna tank for that group. Yeah, I think things are gonna be okay. I really do. I scare myself sometimes, but for the most part, like, things are really gonna be okay. I don't know why it's not letting me invite the groups. Or they already delisted. Oh, here we go. Alright, I'm tanking for this group. Let's start the timer. Yeah, I gotta ask the guild. No, you know, it is a bit late at night. It's kind of hard to find people. Because people don't play World of Warcraft at nighttime. Yeah, and I got the world buff. Yeah, just, you know, just another evening farming gold. Okay, and we're just chilling. We're in Azeroth, just doing our thing. And just helping people out, helping myself out, getting gold, leveling people up. Alright, so I'm fueled up a little bit. Yeah, it was a long train ride. It's been a while since I played. Jeez. It's like I forgot how to play. Step wow, bro. Chill, chill, chill. Just chill. Just chill, chill, chill. Chill, yo, chill, chill. Um, yeah, I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I never left the psych ward. Twitch isn't real. We're in a psych ward. True. True. Like for realsies this time. I'm actually cray cray. Isn't that fun? Probably not going to be a super long stream tonight. I'm just kind of chilling. Just kind of getting back in the swing. I'm back home, and so just kind of farming. Things are going to be all right. I had a break from technology for 2 weeks. Break from my phone. I just kind of figured out, you know, I need to stop relying on people who aren't going to be there for me. I need to start looking out for me, and I need to start looking for people who are going to respect me and show me love, because there's people out there who claim to love me who are just have not lifted a single finger to get me out of this situation. I didn't expect them to, but I don't want to flip-flop and flim-flam and bedrizzle all the way the fuck, you know, to like, you know, woe is me town, but there's a point where it's like certain people are just not going to want to ever be there for you ever, and they claim to, and I'm tired of playing that game with people. If you wanted to help me, you would have. Those people, they're people in my life. They're not people online. I hope people don't think that I think that about online personalities that I've never met. That's not what's going on. It's people in my personal life that will honestly never be a part of this world that I've been creating for myself. So I'm creating a world for myself, and I need to choose my own family. That's pretty much like the TLDR of like, it was kind of a huge wake-up call. It's like, who are the people that actually matter in my life? And it's like, I really don't, I only don't have many people, and the people that I care about are there, and they're still there. But there are people who just are never going to respect me, ever. And their actions, it doesn't matter what they say, it's their actions. And it's like, I'm not asking for like handouts or anything, it's just, but you think somebody would like, you know, do something to get me out of this living situation. There's no reason why I should be living like this. And I'm on my own. You know, this broken autistic woman who somehow managed to get the most difficult to obtain, probably one of the most difficult to obtain surgeries in the world. I did it all while I was here, and I did it with the help of pretty much strangers. I did it without the people who claim to love me, so I'm a little bit disillusioned in life, and I hope that doesn't stick around I will, when I get my life where it needs to be and I get my bag, I'm not gonna forget, but I'm also gonna help them, because they're only like that because they're just as broken as I am, and I had the guts to do something about it. At least something. And it's gonna work out eventually. I know that. It's only a matter of putting things into the right order and doing what needs to be done, and it's only gonna go up from here, because I'm already able to make a good amount of money with what little I have. And so it's only going to get better as I get a better living situation, as things work out and stuff like that. Get opportunities, especially collab opportunities. That's a big one. It's only going to get better. And so once that stuff starts working out, I'm gonna put money in their bank account. I know what family means. And if it just means money, then that's what it's gonna be, because I'm that kind of person. I don't hold grudges, but I never forget. I'm not gonna rely on them for any kind of emotional support. And if so, it's gonna have to be earned, and there's conditions. And it's not really that hard. They just have to go to therapy. That's all I ask, is that they try, and at the very least admit that they fucked up. It's really not that much. And the thing is, I'll still give them money in their bank account regardless of what they do. But if they want access to me, that's something they're gonna have to earn. It's not pay to win. And I shouldn't feel like a terrible person for saying that. I'm just standing up for myself, and I'm done being harmed by people who are going to gaslight me into thinking that they care about me. They don't. If they cared about me, I wouldn't be living here in this situation. It's plain and simple. I don't expect them to help me. That's not what's going on. I don't expect them, but if they're going to say that they love me and that they want to help me, and then their actions say otherwise, I'm not going to accept anything but, hey, you don't want to help me. Admit that. That's about it. Admit that you don't want to help me, and then at least I'll respect you. I don't respect people who lie and claim they love me and want to hurt me. They say, we're not trying to hurt you. Of course you're not. Obviously. But if you're not even going to admit that you don't want to help me in the way that I need to, then it's like, if you're not going to even admit that, then we're going to have an issue. Because I don't fuck around. I don't beat around the bush. I don't live that way. I need people to be honest with me, even if it's to tell me to fuck off. I don't care if that's how they feel. It's obviously not up to me. I didn't get a very good haul. And I don't like feeling that way. I don't like making ultimatums. But I don't think it's too much to ask. To like have just people admit what they really want from me. Or like what they're willing to do. I just don't play the game where people are going to constantly claim that they love me, but then never do anything at all to change this absolutely terrible living situation. That could be a lot worse, obviously. Anything could be a lot worse. I could be homeless and absolutely fucked. But, you know, like that... Why should I have to ask this hard? I understand if it's like from strangers. That I get. But like if it's like family members, okay, like no. Just no. I'm not playing that game. But anyway, I don't like feeling bitter. You know, you spend 2 weeks in the hospital and you start to get some clarity. I'm done like crawling back to people who don't deserve it. Don't deserve me at all. They really don't know, like, at all, like, how much I've been granting them. With, like, benefit of the doubt, being gaslit. It's really not their fault either. They're just built that way, and honestly, I'm built this way too, so I'm just gonna stop pretending, and I'm gonna start living, and just start looking for people who truly want me to succeed, people who want me to thrive, because they're out there. I know they are. You know, I feel stronger. Maybe I'm a terrible person, but hey, I mean, there's worse people out there. A lot worse. And I guess you have to be kind of an asshole to be able to make money in this world. So if I have to be a crazy person just to make money, then let's do it. I'm ready. I know what matters. I know where my money needs to go to invest, and it's gonna go to my community. It's gonna go to my family. Even the people who hurt me, because I just don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna AoE heal. But first I gotta heal myself. You know, you gotta put the oxygen mask on yourself before you put it on your child on the airplane. Okay, so who's Dan Brady? I have no... Oh, he's the guy, the comedian. Right? Am I thinking of the same person? Is that the guy from Whose Line Is It Anyway? I think so. Or is that Wayne Brady? I don't know who Dan Brady is. Hmm. Yeah, just going through the mobs here. Okay. Okay, I think we're doing one more. And I think I gotta go to bed. I haven't really gotten much sleep at the hospital. They keep interrupting you every like 10 minutes. I think I only like actually got sleep for the first time last night. And, you know, I just kind of wanted to check in with the stream. I'm probably not going to stream a whole lot, but I just thought I would want to check in with what's going on. I do want to stream more often again. I haven't really been actively streaming for quite like the past year. I'm just kind of tired today. I just wanted to check in at the beginning of the stream and kind of just check in with myself because I haven't been online for the past 2 weeks. And it kind of sucks getting back in this environment again. It's not a healthy environment at all. But I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna keep fighting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out. All right. I'm just pretty tired. I'm just pretty tired. Yeah, I think, yeah, I think I got a lot going for me. You know, I got a new hoodie. But I think the biggest thing is that, like, let me turn down the music just a second. I think the biggest thing is just that I kind of had to hit like a kind of like wake up call again for myself. Not that I had to like make any like drastic changes. Like I've already made a lot of drastic changes in my life. I mean, I used to have a dick. I don't have one of those anymore. That's different. Like that's different, I think. I think that's different. But it's actually like, it's kind of awakened a lot of stuff in me. It's calmed me down a lot. I started focusing on like, you know, what really matters. And I have a lot going for me, and I don't always show it on stream. I know it's like, sometimes a lot of my streams are pretty boring. I don't expect my Twitch stream to do really well at the moment. But I think like I have a lot of potential. And like, I think like finding opportunities with stuff is like gonna be like the big next like thing that I need to do in my life is like, okay, like I finished all my surgeries, now what? And I think I can put all that energy, like conserve it and put it back into myself. And you know, I want to get back into my regular camming schedule, because that can make me at least like $200 a week. The way things have been going, and it's not consistent, and I'm not, I've been in a really fucked up place mentally. But you know, I went to the hospital and worked out a lot of the issues. I faced some problems. Unfortunately, it's like they put you on like, they put me on drugs that I didn't want to take because they didn't realize I was autistic, which is weird because I have like okay, I wasn't going to talk about it, okay. I'm not gonna talk about it. It's just, it was fucked up. But I had to go through some shit. Sometimes you just gotta go through some shit, and that's okay. I'm okay, and I'm gonna be okay.